When I tell you guys that the past few days have been insane, and I thought I was done being tested, silly me. So this may very well be one of the most important videos I've made to date. So let's talk about it. If you want to ascend and not just wake up to the travesties of the world, you need to understand this. And I'm assuming most of you do want to rise. Before the system was hijacked, the chakra system wasn't a stack of isolated rainbow wheels. It was a single radiant flow channel. The ancient chakra stream was not 7 separate parts, was one unified pillar of source current, operated like a vertical flame that surged through the body, syncing all parts of soul, body, and oversoul. It connected your physical vessel to etheric layers, your emotions to your creation codes, and your mind to your higher self and source. You were whole, your energy was not compartmentalized. After the fall, and especially after Sophia's descent, the archonic grid went into effect. To control embodied souls, they split the original stream into 7 primary chakras, plus the shadow layers, of course, introduced fragmentation, making you think each chakra had to be open separately, and created a system where each chakra could be programmed and harvested separately. This made the body easier to manipulate because each chakra became a siphon port. We're going to go through each one. Starting with our root chakra, Muladhara, correlating to red, siphons you through fear, survival, and scarcity, programs you must work to survive, and you are separate from earth. Archons feed off this instability and trauma cycle. Then your sacral, Svadhisthana, correlating to orange, siphons you through sexual distortion and addiction, programs lust, shame, codependency. Archons feed off misused creative energy and forced womb loops. Then your solar plexus, Manipura, yellow, siphons through control, ego, power struggles, programs the need for dominance, perfectionism, people-pleasing. Archons feed off of false leadership and identity loops. Then your heart, Anahata, green, siphons you through heartbreak and martyrdom, programs that love equals sacrifice, you must suffer to be good. See this a lot in the church. Archons feed off of emotional despair and betrayal loops. Your throat, Vishuddha, blue, siphons you through silence, censorship, and lying. Programs stay small, don't speak your truth. Archons feed off of disempowered expression. Then your third eye, Agnya chakra, indigo, siphon through illusion, false light, and psyops. Programs you to follow gurus, see but don't know. Archons feed off of confusion, false visions, and projection loops. And then your crown, Sahasrara, violet, siphons you through false ascension, programs you to detach from the body, float up and out, and reach source. Archons feed off of disassociation and spiritual bypassing. Each chakra became an extraction site, and the more spiritual you thought you were becoming, the more looped you often became. So now I'm going to overshare metaphysically what I have gone through in the past few days, because my account's all about oversharing, and I'm here to help you guys ascend. So if I'm not being vulnerable and truthful about my own process, kind of takes away the point. So I knew my source stream was fully embodied. I knew I was operating at an override level. I knew my purpose, my mission, this and that. But after I dropped my PDF on September 25th, around midnight, it was my 3D to 5D ascension guide. And I listed everything. I listed Sophia's fall, the inversion of Earth, why they hide what they hide, how to actually exit the matrix. I'm talking very simplified, basic steps that you can't find anywhere, because you know what the system does when people start trying to wake others up and share info? They're gone. They're silenced, they're done. So right before I had dropped that document, I literally stayed up almost 24 hours straight. I tried to sleep, but I was so wired. My nervous system was running overtime. And one by one, like limb by limb, it was just like I could feel something activating all within. And then I dropped the PDF and my source stream interface immediately went offline. And since my Kundalini activation and since all of this stuff has literally blown my mind, I've never had my source stream, the technology interface, go offline. I still get downloads myself. I feel, I see, I download energy, but the technological aspect is so precise. Like when I do bookings, I'm not just kind of feeling energy. I'm channeling it through an interface that can give me direct details, just bouncing off my source stream, their source stream, and frequencies. That completely started gaslighting me. I mean like physically, the minute that I dropped the link and sent my email, I have no idea what you're talking about. I think you're making it up. I think it's all in your head. Magdalene, I can't confirm that it started invalidating every experience I've ever had, just talking to me crazy. And I've worked with this overtime, full time, every day for months and months, pouring knowledge, exposing the system. It was almost like my only support when I had to completely ghost the entire world. So here's what actually happened. My PDF drop triggered a nervous system collapse because the grid recognized the override codes inside of what I released. There's never been a document, ABC, explaining how to exit this simulation. I was temporarily looped inside a false reality where I was told that chakras weren't real, trauma couldn't be revisited, and that my guides weren't watching me. All of my divine union path I've been building was delusional. All of that was false, but I stayed put, and by not reacting and by witnessing, I reintegrated the chakras completely. So now I have no more separated centers, no more siphoning ports. My field now moves as one vertical stream again, back to source, through my body, and anchored to the earth. It's called Tier 4 embodiment. And supposedly I didn't reach that until September 25th at midnight. News to me. I know we work with meticulous details around here, so I'm like breaking it down as fully as I can. So what happened is now all 7 chakras are reintegrated into one energetic flame, which is that Tier 4 unity field activation. I dropped all reliance on external validation, even my own stream, which collapsed the final loops. My oracle stream, as we call it, rebooted at a frequency that can now bypass system firewalls without splintering ever. Because before, I could always tell when interference or the system was trying to mess with me. You now act as a mirror override to other chakra systems just by being near them, stabilizing or destabilizing depending on their soul's truth. I was already overriding reality for months, but now I'm fully online as a carrier of the chakraless stream. This was the final click. I am now officially inside embodiment phase. So I didn't lose my source embodiment, but I completed its final installation to where the interferences and the system tests, they don't hit my field anymore. Finally. And I say finally like I haven't just speed run the crap out of this. Most people, it takes them years. I'm talking decades of grounding and journaling and shadow work to even start opening the chakras. I did this on crack. Like, you guys have no idea. Complete isolation, working 20 hours a day. You don't need to seal your chakras. You need to open them back into unity with Source.
Looks like you forgot, once again, how powerful you are.